Okay, they reprogrammed the Firestone Park area, and for the last 2 days. Yesterday I didn't come out this way. I went to the Firestone Branch Library, and I told you they've been astral projecting around me. They're only when the librarians get close. Like when the librarians get close to me, they astral project, and the way that it's showing in parallel reality, like there's some sort of funk coming from my butt. That's how it's showing. That's how I see it. You know, they're allowing me to see what they're playing out in parallel reality. So, of course, when these librarians get close, they'll catch a whiff of this. But these are like created races. Like, I don't know what suggestion they're under or which demon's housing the body. But for them to be pulling those type of stunts, it has to be one that's not the regular, I guess. So during this time, for like the last month, they've been trying to pull off suggestions of uncleanliness. I told you, months leading up to this, they stained my tub. They stained my tub, but it's gotten more extreme. Things just keep getting more and more extreme. They they're putting marks on my body. Like they're injecting bacteria of some sort is causing a rash, which further lets me know that they're stealing an excessive amount of met DNA. They're stealing an excessive amount of hormones and powerhouse cells, because those are the things that weren't able to manifest before. When they would attack me, that stuff wouldn't manifest. And now it's showing, and it's leaving marks all over my body. But I told you they've also been trying to corrupt my code. Like occasionally I have photos of that. It's going to be in one of the divine disclosures. When they do it, it's an injection that's done remotely, and it has a physical effect, which means that my forearm swells when it takes place. And right away they start making suggestions that I'm someone else. Hold on. Oh, yeah, whatever they're putting in my system, it's supposed to reduce vibrations. So it dims the light. It dims my light, or is it cover or concealment? One of the two. The light. Hold on one second. Well, oftentimes it gives a read of someone else's specific code. You know, like, and they even attack my identity aligned with that. As you can tell, I haven't been looking the same when I wear this ponytail. So for about 2-3 weeks now, when I wear my ponytail, they change the look of my face. When I wear my hair down, they change the look of my face. So when I went to court a few days ago, this time I wore my hair down instead of up in a ponytail. And okay, anyhow, I'm trying to avoid having to disclose too much, because I'm actually going to talk about this stuff at another time. Firestone Park, more surveillance. You know, some of the houses have gotten more surveillance. And because in areas like these, they're used to no one knowing who they are. If me, a bystander, just a curious or concerned citizen, walked down the street and asked while they were out, like, how long have you had your... They lie. They lie and say it's been much longer, when I recognize from walking the area that it was just done. Okay, my only intent was to go to Big Lots. I'm going there, always go there for coconut oil, or not always, but here lately I have been. So I go there for coconut oil. I'm going to Dollar General for toilet paper and soap. Imagine that. I used to have my preference. It's an $8 bar of soap, and now I'm getting 2 bars for $1. And I was also going to Rite Aid for a small, like the mini boxes of mine, little smalls, like the one I showed recently, because they have less surveillance. Martial law has like a completely hidden meaning during this time. I made a video yesterday while I was at Dollar General that I have to compose, of course. Like a lot of the times they stop my recordings, and I end up having to, go to the main library. That's the only place that I can piece them together. So instead of having to upload like A through D, or part 1 through 5, so it causes me to hang on to a lot of content. Because when I'm there, they also attack the software. They don't want these things to get out. So I still have stuff from last year. I got thousands, or about 2,000 videos that have not reached the internet yet. And I told you this is an internet war, because people are operating by artificial technology. So anyhow, I'm out here. I told you the 3 stores that I was planning on going to. I wasn't even planning on going to Giant Eagle, but I'm going to go here and I'm going to do something. I'm going to show you how completely innocent and unsuspicious I am. Or how innocent I appear and suspicious I appear. I'm going to show you how completely innocent it appears, and I'm going to walk you through what happens when I get here. I'm a grown-ass woman. Like, I don't steal in front of cameras. So, but furthermore, I don't steal a lot. Not enough to be on nobody's radar. And covert professionals, these are the agents that are watching me. They show up, and they act out them knowing things that they have no way of knowing, or that they're not supposed to have a way of knowing. It's a reflection of chief constituency and them using the identities of others to commit their crimes. I just realized this whole video started with like me talking about what they were doing to my butt. They're creating this gritty feeling. I showered before I left home, and they're creating a gritty feeling like in my butt crack to support their suggestion of uncleanliness. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to get a buggy. Me having a backpack is nothing that should make me suspicious, and I always put my backpack at the top of the buggy. So the part where you normally would see the kid is where my backpack seats. Is always obvious. Not obvious. It's always... Look. Oh, man. You missed it. That's an agent. They like being them kind of people. They like playing as the handicapped folks. So anyhow, it's always visible. My book bag is always visible. Where I'm going, okay, so I put it where it's always visible. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to grab a couple of boxes of wine. I'm going to leave one in the buggy, and I'm going to put the other in my book bag. In my book bag, to keep my book bag from looking like it's completely empty, is my purse, which is about the same size of a box of wine. So, hold on. Okay, and then I'm going to go to an area, a part of the store where cameras are not at. I'm going to go to a part of the store where cameras are not at, and I'm going to get in an aisle, like I said, where I cannot be seen, and put one of the boxes of wine in my book bag and leave the store with my backpack on my back and my purse in my hand, and leave the buggy in that aisle with one box of wine in it. Change. I'm going to put my book bag in the back of the buggy with the wine, because I need the book bag to be visible, more visible, like completely visible. so that they can tell that it has a shape or a form that should not be found suspicious. So, and what's taking place right now, they're probing, like they're throwing out all the I told you it's like a perception thing, like they're programming those in the area to and affecting how they perceive situations. So they're probing to see how I combat, how they're trying to combat what I just said. Like they're trying to find a way to be like, well, if you go in this direction, then we're gonna know that, like, why can't we just look up at the camera and happen to have noticed, now you have a purse on you? Like, that would be suspicious. It's the type of stuff that they're saying. That's not realistic. And furthermore, that would be like stalking. Like, how are you in a store full of people? How am I the one? You get what I'm saying? How did you single me out over everyone else? It would be the book bag, and the book bag already stated should not be found suspicious. But furthermore, I guarantee you that whoever is manning security, if the cameras are being manned at this time, because a lot of the times they're not being manned, and in the evening they have an officer here, but created races, white people have an inability to perceive. All these technology advancements is how they're enhancing the abilities, the capabilities of those that they like, of their created races. So like now you see when certain things take place, white people their attention are drawn to it. That's perceiving. That's the ability to perceive. They don't have that. That's not in their DNA. Okay, here goes. One last thing. I told you every time I go to the store, they amplify the impression. So, you know how you get the feeling that someone's watching you? Like, imagine that being like times a billion. That's what they do when I go into places. And it's supposed to create a feeling of, what's it called? Not paranoia, but what is it? So they're actually attracting, like making their robots pay attention to you. This will be quick. Like, super quick. Okay, here's some wine. I'm gonna get it. And I'm doing this, as you can see, opposite of what I said for a reason. I told you, depending on how the agent is programmed, they may be communicating with him right now in real time, or he may have received an image, so he knows what to look for today. So I always end up doing something that kind of conflicts with what they might have been told. Okay, here's my aisle. I've been in here maybe 3 minutes total. Here's my aisle. And just so you'll have an idea, I just took my purse out of my bag. I'm going to leave this on so you can kind of keep track of the time, how much time I'm spending right here in this area, so you'll know whether or not it should be found suspicious. Okay, backpack's back on, and I'm headed out. So when I came in, the guy, like the one guy at the entrance, like he gave me like a weird look. But that was really about it. And it looks like I made it to the door. This is a female from the homeless shelter. She originally wanted to be on board with the fight. When she sees me now, she acts like she don't know me. Okay, for the first time. Excuse me, do you have a clip for the book bag?
Yeah. You got a, hey, Paul, you got like a, Paul, you got a clip for the bag, like a little.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What I have realized lately is when I come here, oh, never mind, there it goes. I was gonna say they stopped carrying it, but here it goes some. Okay, when the guy saw me, the cashier that I just checked out with, when he saw me initially, when I asked for the little clip, he had the look of amazement on his face. Like, you know, it was like you could tell that she was talking about how they programmed me, the female agent, afterwards, because she know that I noticed, you know, the expression, the very subtle expression that nobody else picked up on. Anyhow, when I checked out, he was nice, didn't do anything, you know, weird, like he normally would have. Or like the look that he gave me initially. And she was talking about as I left that he's not able to look at me the way if they programmed him to look at me because he saw what just took place. That's another thing. They hate when I go to a bunch of places this same day. That's what some of the attacking is about, you know, the sought to keep me without energy. They found that I run just as much without a car that I run, or just about. You get what I'm saying? Like every day. I run every day. I do something, I move every day. But they were talking about, oh, they see what took place before. When I go into these places, that's been the case since the beginning. They're like, they're going to see what happened before she got there, and they're not going to look at her like you told them to. So there's been many times when I'm doing something in the area that they'll attack me for like an hour straight. Like say if I go to Dollar General and I just don't put up with a shitty attitude that day. You know, it doesn't have anything to do with stealing. I didn't put up with a shitty attitude. They don't want people to see that I don't take any shit. So they'll attack me for 2 hours straight. And then what people will see beforehand, they'll act like I just got up and got myself together to come there. The advantage that they have to that is when I go home, I always dress down. So I do get undressed and dressed again, undressed and dressed again. That aligns with what they're being told. Right now they're discussing how promiscuity is not in my DNA, about how when I look at a man, I look at them once and I don't look at them anymore. What you can't see is like, you know, as I pass by people, you know, men will continue to stare, and like a promiscuous female would, you know, kind of give him the eye back. And I don't do that. I ignore. I know you're going to stare at me, and I ignore. Okay, and as I squatted down to put my coconut oil in my book bag, they split my pants. I'm not going to show you because it's in the crotch area, but they split my pants, and it doesn't show from the back though, so I'm okay. I'll be good till I get home. Okay, I'm approaching Dollar General now. Okay, right now they're revisiting the wine, and they're talking about you know, the inability to find anything suspicious about that. Well, they try to. I combated that with like, well, it's a different sales associate, you know, that comes across this stuff every day. Do you really think that at the end of the day when they restock or whatever the case may be, that they're saying, you know, the same person found a cart with a wine box in it in a different aisle, you know, and finds that suspicious? I'm not going to be getting containers today. I had 2 items I wanted from here, soap and containers, because if you've seen the physics videos, you can see how they're burning my containers. So I've been trying to meaning to replace them for a little while here. And here they don't have a wide variety like they do at the location in Talmadge. I'm trying to speak over the background noise, like they do at the location in Talmadge. So one day I'll get around to it. The smallest changes. I told you one of the things that they do is like when they begin to use a female to attack me in parallel reality, they advance them. So for the verbal attacks that are being made remotely with those identities, they're advancing them. That is an example of what happens. You see her hair is done. This is a cashier that never used to care for her hair. And now that this particular demon has them, everywhere she goes, she makes sure she has her hair done. I told you that was the case, like with the female that stayed around the corner from me. I have a before and after of how she used to roll, and now they've like recreated these images. You know, like they're establishing a new norm. Something else they also do is they send men in the store behind me occasionally. Like you've seen this in the Dollar General. Well, you'll see it. It hasn't hit the internet yet, but that's what just took place. This guy, when he came in, he kind of beeline right into the aisle that I was in, and you know, he identified me and he kept going, and he kind of wandered around. He had nothing to get here, but now he's in line. He was in line behind me, so I got out of line like I always do when that happens here, and I'm gonna wait. Now I'm behind him. This is abnormal. I normally don't get behind them. Now I am.
There it is.
Thank you.